Well, there you are, and here I am. How's everybody doing? Vic Solo back with you once again for some Facebook Live talk time. In desperate need of a haircut because I'm looking floofy and poofy. But, that's okay. I've looked worse. So, anyway, just want to bring everybody up to date. Want to tell everybody what's going on. So if you've been following me on Facebook, you've been following my posts lately, I got a couple shows booked. That's right. I'm going to be in Lake Nona 1 week from tomorrow at Summerby Assisted Living Facility out there in Lake Nona. And looking very, very forward to that. My debut there. I've never played there before. And I'm going to be singing a mixed bag. I'm going to be singing a little bit of this, a little bit of that. That's always fun. And then on May the 21st, I shall return to Sonata Assisted Living at Hunters Creek, a place that I had played a few times before the pandemic hit. In fact, the very last time I played there was on Valentine's Day of 2020, roughly about a month before Corona changed all of our lives. And I did a wonderful 60 Minutes of Soul show there for the residents there, and we didn't have a functioning car at the time, so my good friend Christina Stuckey made sure that I got to the show. Hey, Chris, how you doing, buddy? Give you a wave, give Travis a wave. Thank you guys for tuning in. So yeah, just updating everybody that I got some live shows coming up out in the Kissimmee and Orlando area. Lake Nona next week, and then next month I have I'm going to be returning to Sonata in Hunters Creek. Now, I also want to let everybody know that I just posted a few minutes ago that I have sent out some more press kits to some more assisted living facilities here in the city of Kissimmee. There's a lot of them here. And, some people might wonder, well, but those of you in the know, good, Chris. Those of you in the know me and assisted livings and nursing homes. That's always been one of my biggest, or two of my biggest, I should say, audiences, along with council on aging centers and stuff when I was up in New England. And I was starting to get established here in Central Florida in that same vein. But then, the COVID-19 pandemic hit. Everything came to a screeching halt. But now we're coming out. We're climbing out of the trench, so to speak. And things are getting better. People are getting vaccinated. I got my first Moderna shot last week. On May the 6th, I get my second. And now, assisted living facilities are now opening up to accepting entertainment. And I found that out because I was approached by the lifestyle director at Lake Nona, Marvin. And as it turns out, his wife, Damaris, was the lifestyle director over at Sonata when I was performing there. They have someone new now, a young lady named Kim. But everyone talks to everyone. Everyone knows everyone in the business, as they say. So those shows were able to get lined up in the last couple of weeks. And now I just sent 5 press kits out to 5 more facilities today. I mailed those out. So we'll be getting that news out to those folks, and hopefully they'll say, hey, we'd like to bring in some of this madness known as Vic Solo. So, we'll see. We'll see if we can get that going on. And it's very exciting for me right now. Both facilities will have a mixed bag to begin with, because what I like to do is I always like to start, hey, Rael, another Middleborough-ite. How you doing, brother? Got some of my Middleborough guys here online today. So when I go to a facility for the first time, unless they request something specific, I always like to do a mix for the first show. So then that way people can see what I do and know what I'm about. So in a mixed bag show, I'll throw in Elvis and Neil Diamond and Jimmy Buffett and the Beatles and Frank Sinatra and Tony Orlando and Tom Jones and the Village People and Robert Palmer, Phil Collins. I'll throw in a little bit of everything. And of course, being here in Central Florida, as Travis well knows, because he's here with me, fellow cast member and a fellow friend. Here in Central Florida, there's a very large Hispanic population, so therefore I like to put in some La Bamba or any other Spanish language song that I might be able to find. Oh, thank you, Chris. Still working for the mouse, but, doing this on the side. And that's another thing I want to address, too, because some people have asked me, they're like, Vic, you're not thinking of leaving Disney and going back on the road full time, are you? Absolutely not. Allie Bell Sloan, how you doing? Another old friend. Now, Allison is, for those who don't know, she's from Middleborough, but she's living here in Florida now. See, I'm not the only one that made the move down south. But, again, I'm not planning on leaving Disney and going back on the road full-time like I did back in New England for two very important reasons. Number one, I like working at Disney. I like being a custodian and a custodial trainer. I like what I do there, and, the pay's nothing to sneeze at. Number two, I'm going to be 48 years old in another month and a half, so I'm not the touring rock and roll type anymore. I don't mind going out on my days off here and there and doing some shows and earning a little extra bread in the meantime, but I'm certainly not going to go full-on rock and roll like I did back in New England, because that's not me anymore. I don't mind doing the part-time gig. Kara, another fellow cast member. Yeah, I don't mind doing the part-time gig, just picking up a show here and there. But I'm not going to go full-fledged, like I did back in the day when I was 6 days a week, 2 shows a day off on Sunday, 3 shows a week during 3 shows a day during National Nursing Home Week and National Elvis Week. But no, I'm getting out there and just, want to reach some audiences, want to perform for some people here in Central Florida, that some who have already seen a little bit of what I can do and some that are going to see me for the first time. I do want to put out some special thanks, and this live video is going to stay up for a while so everybody can watch it who wasn't able to tune in live. I want to give some... Oh, Travis has a question. Who do you dress up as if it's a mixed bag? Excellent question, Travis. I don't. Here's what I do. When it's a mixed bag, I'll bring some props. So if it's time for an... That's Lisa's phone, if you're wondering. 5 o'clock somewhere. If I'm doing an Elvis, I'll put on the glasses if I do an Elvis song. If I'm doing a Western, country and Western song, I'll put on the cowboy hat. If I'm doing Jimmy Buffett, I'll put on like a Hawaiian lei. Trying to think of some other examples. I think that's really it. I mean, or if I'm going to do like Village People, I'll put on like a hard hat or an Indian headdress or something. So the mixed bag, there's not a set costume. I'll just kind of interchange props depending on the song. So, but good question, Travis. Thank you. Thank you for that. What was I saying before? I lost my train of thought. Oh, I remember now. I want to give some big shout-outs and big thank yous, first of all, to Barbara Ellis-Voltis for being the first interviewee when back on Easter Sunday, talking about our time working together up at Waterview Villa in East Providence. And I also want to thank Victoria Santos from Warren, Rhode Island. I want to give a big thank you to Monica Gregory. They have offered to be interview subjects or leave some reviews on my Solo Sound Entertainment page in the near future. Speaking of which, I have 2 wonderful ladies I have to thank there. And that's one whose name, I don't know if I'm going to say your last name right. If I butcher it, I apologize. Hey, JP. How you doing, buddy? But my friend Buffy Mozio, I never knew how to pronounce your name, but Buffy, thank you so much for leaving a review on Solo Sound Entertainment, as well as Christine Mascott, who used to book me for the Arts Alive Festival in Falmouth, Massachusetts every June. And Buffy, of course, used to book me at a couple of nursing homes in Massachusetts, Care One of New Bedford, and before that, Island Terrace of Lakeville. Thank you both so much for leaving the glowing reviews. Brian Malonis, ROH Superstar. How you doing, brother? So I want to thank those ladies for leaving some wonderful reviews. You can see those on my Solo Sound Entertainment page. And Because what I'm trying to do is when I send the press kits to the potential facilities here that I could perform at, I'm trying to drive all eyes to the Solo Sound page. Because the Solo Sound Entertainment page, for those of you who know and follow it and have seen it, it talks about my shows, gives descriptions of the shows, there's video clips, there's photographs, and now, Julia, and now some reviews, some actual reviews from actual people who have booked me in the past. And tell you what, even if you're someone who hasn't booked me, but you've seen me perform, feel free to leave a review on Solo Sound Entertainment. Whether you've watched me here on Facebook Live or you've seen me in person, whether it be at a fair or a festival or any place where I've ever performed, feel free to leave a review. Because like I said, I'm trying to drive eyes here in Central Florida to that Solo Sound Entertainment page on Facebook, so that way people can see who I am and what I'm about and what I do. So with that, I just wanted to, give, and I'm a great DJ. Thank you, Julia. Well, you know something? That's something I haven't done in a long, long time, but I still have my setup. So if that opportunity were to present itself once again, I would be totally down for that, because I used to love DJing too. Up in New England, I would DJ weddings and functions and parties and barbecues and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, good stuff. Hey everybody, I'm going to sign off and get myself something to drink because my throat's a little dry. I'm going to watch some YouTube, but I'm going to leave this up. Spread the word. Leave a review on Solo Sound. And once again, thank you all so much for your support and for your kind words, because everything's just been a lot of fun. We're coming out of this pandemic now, finally, I think. I think we can see the light at the end of the tunnel, and things is going to be great. So once again, I'm Vic. You're you. Take care of yourselves and one another.